Children, today we are going to start with a new topic, indeterminate form. So first we are going to discuss about indeterminate form, and then we will discuss about L'Hospital rule, right? Suppose if we say that limit x tends to a fx upon gx, and we can reduce this limit. That means when we put the value of x equals to a in fx and in gx separately, then we get fa as 0 and ga also as equals to 0, gx also as 0. When we put a, the value of ga will become 0. Then what form we'll get? We'll get 0 upon 0 form. Or when we put x equals to a in fx and gx, we get infinity upon infinity form. Then this 0 upon 0 form and this infinity upon infinity form will be called as indeterminate form. There are few more indeterminate form, where here we can see that 0 upon 0 either written, or it is written infinity upon infinity, or infinity minus infinity, 0 into infinity, 0 to the power 0, infinity to the power 0, or 1 to the power infinity. All these 7 are indeterminate forms. Whenever we get this form, that means they are indeterminate form, right? Or we can say that either we get this, or we can say that this statement can also be written as if limit x tends to a fx is equals to 0, or limit x tends to a gx equals 0. That means the both of the limit will be 0. We can algebra of limit says now we can apply the limit separately in numerator and denominator, and when both become 0, then they will be called indeterminate form. They will become 0 upon 0 form, right children? And now what is the use of L'Hospital rule? Now whenever we get indeterminate form, we apply L'Hospital rule. L'Hospital rule, this L'Hospital word has few pronunciations. It can also pronounce as L'Hospital rule. It can also be pronounced as L'Hopital's rule, right? So now we are going to pronounce it as L'Hospital rule. Okay children. Now this L'Hospital rule says if fx and gx are differentiable and limit x tends to a fx upon gx is given, where we are getting indeterminate form, 0 upon 0 form, or we are getting infinity upon infinity form. L'Hospital rule, children, is applicable in only these two forms. If we are getting any other indeterminate form other than 0 upon 0 and infinity upon infinity, then we simplify, then we reduce the expression and we convert this indeterminate form into 0 upon 0 or infinity upon infinity form, right children? So first thing that we'll do for applying L'Hospital rule is if converting into expression of 0 upon 0 and infinity upon infinity form, right? And when we get this indeterminate among these two indeterminate form, then what we'll do? We say that if fx and gx are differentiable, then limit x tends to a fx upon gx will be equals to limit x tends to a f dash x upon g dash x. We accept this without proof that these two limits will be same. Okay, that means what we'll do in L'Hospital rule, we separately differentiate the numerator and we separately differentiate the denominator whenever we are getting a indeterminate form, right? So when we differentiate fx, we'll get f dash x. When we differentiate gx, we'll get g dash x, right children? We will not consider this fx upon gx as one function and applying quotient rule here. Okay children, don't get confused. Don't do this mistake. We separately differentiate fx and gx, right? Note down this much first. Okay children, let's start to discuss few sums so that we can understand how to obtain indeterminate form and how to apply L'Hospital rule. Let's take a sum where the limit is given, limit x tends to 3, x cube minus 27 upon x minus 3, right? So if we substitute the value of x as 3, we'll get 3 cube minus 27 upon 3 minus 3. See, 3 minus 3 will be 0. 3 cube is 27, so 27 minus 27 will be again 0. So what we'll get? 0 upon 0 form or indeterminate form, right children? Now what we'll do? We'll applying L'Hospital rule. In El Hospital rule, what we'll do, we'll separately differentiate the numerator and denominator. That means what we'll do, limit x tends to 3, d by dx of x cube minus 27 and d by dx of x minus 3. We are separating, differentiating separately numerator and denominator. So when we differentiate numerator, children, what we'll get? 3x square. And when we differentiate denominator, we'll get 1. So when we put x equals to 3 here, 3 3 the 9, 3 the 27. So the value of the limit will be, limit x tends to 3, x cube minus 27 upon x minus 3 will be 27. Right? Let's take another result. We know that limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x is 1. Let's prove it using El Hospital rule. Limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x. So when we put x equals to 0, it will become sin 0 upon 0. Right? Sin 0 is 0 and upon 0 it will be 0 upon 0 form. Indeterminate form, 0 upon 0. So what we'll do? We'll say that now we can apply El Hospital rule. We are getting 0 upon 0 form. So we say that applying El Hospital rule, then what we'll do? We'll separately differentiate the numerator and denominator. So when we differentiate numerator, what we'll get? D by dx of sin x will be cos x and d by dx of x will be 1. Right? So limit x tends to 0, cos x. So when you put x equals to 0 here, what we'll get? Cos 0 and cos 0 has value 1. So we can say that limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x is equals to 1. Right, children? Note down, please. Let's see another sum, children. Now here the question is limit x tends to 2 e to the power x minus e square upon x minus 2. Right? So first we check, we put the limit and check whether the fx upon gx is 0 upon 0 coming or not. So when we put x equals to 2 here in the numerator, we'll get e to the power 2 minus e to the power 2. That will be 0. Both will get cancelled. And in the denominator, 2 minus 2 we'll get. So 2 minus 2 again will get 0. So now we'll get 0 upon 0 form. Indeterminate form, 0 upon 0. So what we'll do, we'll say applying El Hospital rule to find the value of this limit. So when we do that, applying El Hospital rule, what we'll do, we'll separately differentiate the numerator as well as the denominator. Right? So it will become limit x tends to 2 d by dx of e to the power x minus e to the power 2 upon d by dx of x minus 2. Right? So this is the constant, it will become 0. This is 2 is a constant, d by dx of a constant is 0. We know that, children, d by dx of e to the power x is e to the power x and d by dx of x will be 1. So what we'll get after differentiation? Limit x tends to 0, e to the power x upon 1. Okay, limit x tends to 2, sorry, e to the power x upon 1. So limit x tends to 2 e to the power x will get. When we put the limit x equals to 2 here, what we'll get? E square. And that will be the result. Right, children? Note down this sum. Now, children, let's see another sum. Now in this sum, it is given that limit x tends to 0, 2 tan inverse x minus x upon 2x minus sin inverse x. Right? Let's check first whether we are getting 0 upon 0 form or not. So what we'll do, we'll put the limit first. We put x equals to 0 in the numerator and in the denominator. So we'll get 2 tan inverse 0 minus 0 upon 0. 2 into 0 is 0 minus sin inverse 0. So value of sin inverse 0 is 0. The value of tan inverse 0 is 0. What we'll get? 0 upon 0 form. So we are getting indeterminate form 0 upon 0. So what we'll do then? Applying El Hospital rule. We'll be applying El Hospital rule. So in El Hospital rule, we'll be differentiating the numerator and the denominator separately. So it will become limit x tends to 0, d by dx of 2 tan inverse x minus x upon d by dx of 2x minus sin inverse x. Right? So we know that the d by dx of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So when we differentiate, it will become 2 upon 1 plus x square minus 1 upon 2x. So the derivative of x is 1. So 1 into 2 is 2. And sine inverse x, the derivative of sine inverse x is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. Right, children? So what I have done here, I have taken the LCM in the numerator and denominator and tried to simplify this expression by multiplying reciprocal, by taking the reciprocal of the denominator. So when we simplify the expression, it will become limit x tends to 0 under root 1 minus x square 2 minus x square 2 minus 1 minus x square whole upon bracket 1 plus x square into bracket open 2 under root 1 minus x square minus 1. Now let's see whether we are getting indeterminate form again or not. So what we'll do, we'll substitute the limit which is 0. So when you put x equals to 0 here, 1 minus 0, it will become under root 1 will be 1. When you put x equals 0 here, 2 minus 1 will be 1. Right? Similarly, if you put x equals to 0 here, it will become 1 plus 0 will be 1. And this will become 1 minus 0 will be 1. And square root of 1 is 1. So 1 into 2, 2 into 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is again 1. So the numerator we get 1 into 1, denominator will get 1 into 1. So answer will be 1. Right, children? Note down this solution, please. Let's discuss another sum, children. Now in this sum, it is given that limit x tends to 0 log 1 minus x square upon log cos x. So first what we'll do, we'll check that whether we are getting an indeterminate form or not. So what we'll do, we'll substitute the limit x equals to 0 here. So when we put that, we'll get limit x tends to 0 log 1 minus 0 square is 0 upon limit cos 0. We know that cos 0 is 1. So it will be log 1 limit x tends to 0 log 1 upon log 1, it will be log 1 is 0. So what will get 0 upon 0 form. Right, that means we are getting an indeterminate form 0 upon 0. So what we'll do, applying L'Hospital rule. When we applying L'Hospital rule, we will be separately differentiating numerator and denominator. Right. So it will become limit x tends to 0 d by dx of log 1 minus x square upon d by dx of log cos x. Okay. So when we differentiate log 1 minus x square, it will become 1 upon 1 minus x square d by dx of 1 minus x square. Because by chain rule, we have assumed that 1 minus x square is x. This will come, right? And when we differentiate this d by dx of log cos x, we'll get 1 upon cos x. And we have to differentiate cos x again by chain rule, right? So here what we'll get, d by dx of 1 minus x square will be minus 2x. So in the numerator, we'll get limit x tends to 0 minus 2x upon 1 minus x square. And the denominator, the d by dx of cos x will be minus sin x. So minus sin x upon cos x will be minus tan x. Children, this minus and this minus will get cancelled. And we can bring this 1 minus x square to the denominator. What will it become? Limit x tends to 0, 2x upon 1 minus x square tan x. Now we substitute the limit and check whether we are getting an indeterminate form or not, or we'll get the result. So when you put x equals to 0 here, the numerator will become 0. Right? 2 into 0 will be 0. And when you put x equals to 0 in the denominator, the value of tan 0 will be 0. So again we will get this 0 upon 0 form. Right? So this is again indeterminate form we are getting. So what we'll do now? We will again applying L'Hospital rule. We will apply L'Hospital rule again. Right? So when we do that, we will separately differentiate the numerator and the denominator again. So d by dx of 2x will be 2 and d by dx of 1 minus x square into tan x. Here we will be applying product rule. So it will become minus 2x tan x plus sec square x into 1 minus x square. Right, children? Now put x equals to 0. In the numerator there is no x, so it will remain 2. In the denominator tan 0 will be 0, so this term will become 0. The value of 1 minus x square, so 1 minus 0 it will be 1 and sec 0 has value 1. So here we will get 1. So the answer will be 2 upon 0 plus 1, it will be 2. So the answer will be 2. Alright children, note down please.